Just getting Jermaine back today and the possibility for Saturday.
No, I think he'll have a chance. You know, I think today was big because he got some flexibility and moved around and got confidence with it. And I think tomorrow he'll have the opportunity to heal some more. And so there's a good shot for him now.
What was he able to do today?
Again, we protected him in certain spots, but just the ability to run and cut and do all those things was good.
And Stacy, what about him?
He's fine. Yeah, as I said, yeah.
Al, we noticed Brad with like a big brace on his knee. Is that nothing, or is
No, he wears it every day.
Okay.
Yeah, that's his, his plant leg. So he wears it every day.
Just your feelings going into this game after a couple of days of practice, where you see this team.
You don't believe me that he wears it every day?
I do. I see it.
What's that?
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, where's the attitude of the team, second day of practice, getting into this big game against FSU? Where did you see that?
I mean, it was good. I mean, it was a work day. Two good workouts back to back. We challenged them, got a little humid out. It was a good fight. It was good. We're going to learn a lot from this, and today was really the combination of everything. All the first and second down situations, and then money down in red zone. So it was a lot of good work. We're learning off the film.
With the money down struggles, the third down struggles that you guys have had, have you practiced it anymore? Have you changed emphasis at all?
Sure we have. Yep. Personnel, emphasis. Just our structure, the way we attack it. Yeah, we've looked at a lot of different things, and obviously a lot I can't tell you. But yeah, no, we've got a good examination of it, and we know what we want to do.
How much of it is Brad? When you look at his decision making,
it's all of us. It's everybody. It's all of us. It's not Brad. I mean, we got to do a better job protecting him and be more consistent for him and get him out of a lot of the third down gets manifest. First and second down gets manifest in third down. And a lot of times we just put him in a bad position. With penalties. So if we don't take care of the penalties, we're going to keep being in third and long. So because we haven't had a lot of negative runs. So we just got to take care of that, and we got to give them a little bit better protection, and then need some guys to step up too with the route. So it's everything. It's from the philosophical all the way down through. It's everybody's got to fix it.
Al, I know it's a little bit inside when you look at the penalty situation. I mean, what do you guys do with some of the guys that are struggling with some things consistently? Is it a matter of them watching more film? Is there discipline involved? What kind of happens there?
It's all of it. Again. There's going to be penalties in football. There's very few penalty-free games, if any. So they occur. It's the ones that are operational that you have complete control of, and it's the ones that you are personal foul in nature that you have complete control of. So you have to control the ones that you can control, because some of them, as you know, could go either way or whatever, and you can't control those. So you have to go the extra, yard to make sure you're not getting the operational ones, and those are the ones that are hurting us right now, Chrissy. So from that standpoint, we have to just have zero tolerance with it, and play more guys or play different guys if it continues, but it needs to get fixed, and that's my responsibility.
Al, can you talk about the significance of this is your first Atlantic Coast Conference game? We haven't really talked about that.
Yeah, no, it's our guys are excited. I think maybe that gets eclipsed a little bit because of the rivalry, but our guys know they know it's an 8-game season now, and I think. Our focus has been good. They know what they need to get done, and they know it's time now. It's time to play well and perform well.
What are you expecting out of their secondary? They move Ramsey around, and what do you comment on him specifically?
They're deep. They're deep there, and they play a lot of different guys, and so when they go to their nickel, even if 26 is out, even if they move a lot of different guys with their nickel and with their dime that we've seen him do as well. So Ramsey's, they got him in a really good position. He's smart. He'll mix it up during the game and play some off, and he's got length, so that makes him difficult. And he can jam, and he's got the vertical speed. So the safeties are kind of interchangeable. We see some of them pressure, some of them get down there in the dime, which makes it hard to recognize them. And the stars and the corners are good too. So again, it's a good group. They provide a great challenge. They'll play man. They'll play two-man. So we've got to have a good plan and execute. We've got to beat man though against Florida State for sure, and we got to protect them.
You guys worked with a lot of noise, last week, in practice, getting them, used to that. Have you done that at all this week?
Oh yeah, every day. Yeah.
With the chant and things. Usually we hear the chant.
Yeah, not so much the chant, just whatever we've been playing. Just keep the focus on us, and whatever we did last week, whatever we're going to do next week, let's just continue to do it. I mean, I'm just trying to get them in that mindset.
Are you guys had so much invested in that FSU game last year that it
Yeah.
seemed like you guys didn't really recover after. Are you trying to downplay it at all?
Again, Manny, I think it's my responsibility. It's not we didn't recover. We didn't play well afterwards, and it's so easy to just because of time and because it was last year, it's so easy just to sweep it into that corner and say, all right, we had so much invested that we didn't do that. So I don't. There's a lot of factors that went into it. We examined all those, and that was last year. I think our guys are excited about this game. I don't have to get them fired up. They'll be fired up. But as I said yesterday in the presser, I don't think I need to talk about it every day in terms of what kind of energy we're going to have. I mean, we'll have energy, but it's our job to execute and play physical and play fast. And we left a lot of plays out there in the second half of last year's game, and we have to learn. You can't carry much forward other than your experience. So, does that answer your question?
Yeah, I mean, I guess the feeling is just, you guys didn't win a game after that, and you're trying to protect against that because obviously there's so much more season left.
No. I think these are all one-game seasons right now, and obviously this one sells itself, so you don't really have to worry as much about the focus or what everybody on the outside is talking about, So from that standpoint, we're focused and not really worried about next week, not worried about last week. We just got to play well and do well today. So.
Al,
Last question.
I was going to ask, how do you teach them? I mean, you're an adult and you've been through this, not to carry it forward. I mean, whether you win or lose, how do you do that?
When you mean you're talking about last year's game or last week's game?
Last year's or any game. Yeah, any game.
Well, you got to. I mean, it's hard. It's hard. I mean, you got to. When you're in this business, you have so much respect for the teams that can do it week in and week out. Whether that's find a way to win or execute on their terms, and I think that's what we're trying to teach our guys right now. And they had a good mindset when they came back. We didn't point fingers, we didn't splinter, we moved on, we took accountability. Everybody knows it wasn't good enough. We went back to work. We've had a good week so far, and the more that you can do that over the course of 13 or 14 games, the more opportunities you give yourself a chance to win. And that's no different than with penalties or turnovers or all those things. The mental aspect of the game is a big part of it, and you can't extricate that from the physical. So there's going to be a physical game Saturday night. It's going to be an emotional game, but we have to control the things that we can control if we want to be a good team and we want to win in that environment. And that's what these guys are trying to do right now, and they did a good job yesterday and today.
Great.
Okay, guys, thank you, man.